And I'm going to take you through this gentle yoga sequence where all of the poses will be done seated. And begin by sitting in a way where you can really lengthen the sides of your waist and roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let your hands rest on the tops of your knees and bring your chin parallel to the floor. Just doing a bit of a body scan from the crown of your head, moving your awareness down your spine, down your arms, down your legs. Simply noticing where there might be tightness or tension for you, or which areas of the body you need to give a little bit more care and attention to. And you might choose to keep your eyes closed. We're just going to do a little neck release. So drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and tilt your head back a little bit. So you're getting a nice pull underneath your chin and through the left side of your neck. Try not to lean or slouch forward, rolling your shoulders back. And tuck the chin down a little bit more. Just hold when you're halfway. Take a few shoulder shrugs and rolls. And we'll move over to the second side. So once more, find the length in your spine, keep the floating ribs down and in, and we're gonna lean our left ear towards the left shoulder and just lift your chin up a little bit. So rolling your head back slightly. And almost as if you're trying to stretch your chin forward, pressing your right shoulder down. Bring your chin to the center of your chest one last time. And inhale, lift back up, shrug in the opposite direction. And just taking one more here, staying in our shoulders, upper back, and neck. Open up your arms into a little cactus shape. Really squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Eagle Garudasana arms. Right arm wraps under the left, maybe just binding once, maybe wrapping twice. Think of shrugging your shoulders down and away from your ears. Lift your elbows up and move your hands away from your face. Open up. And let's release. Sit in a way where you have your right shin stacked a little bit in front of your left one. And we're just going to walk the hands forward and fold on down. You might just be staying up on your forearms, or you can stack your wrists, propping yourself up, or you might be a little bit more flat towards the floor. You'll want to push your hands into the floor to slowly curl up. Walk your hands back. And before we go to the other side, go ahead and extend your right leg out to the side. Keep your left foot to the inside of your thighs here and towards the inner groin. You can stretch your left arm up overhead, really grow out long, and then move into a side bend here. So you will probably feel this in the back of your right leg. You can draw and roll your left shoulder back so you're getting a big side body stretch, pressing your left shoulder down and away from your ear. Relax your head, relax your neck, your wrists, or just fold towards the mat or the floor or the bed, wherever you're doing this class. Checking in with our left glutes, left outer hip. See if you can relax your shoulders a little bit more. And you can push your hands into the floor. Roll your right shoulder back as if you're leaning back a little bit. And relax your head, relax your neck.
This one is facing upwards.
but really good for me. And we'll come all the way up. Let's transition into our deer pose. Your right leg is going to go back behind you. Bring your right knee in line with your hip, and you want to make a 90-degree angle with that right leg. So your ankle is pretty much just directly behind that right knee. Left leg doesn't really matter. It can just be bent naturally in front of you. We're going to press our right hip down, roll it back, and start to walk your hands back until you start to feel a nice stretch with this internal rotation. You really don't need to go very far in this one. See if you can keep your chest lifted, maybe close your eyes. Flexed here. You control how deep you go in this one. The closer you bring that left foot in towards you and the more you work at lifting and pressing your chest up, the more intensely you're going to feel this deep into that right outer hip. And I like to just rock a little bit here, side to side. If it's too much, you can always straighten your left leg more. And slide that left leg out in front of you. We're going to switch sides, so you can just keep your right foot and right leg out in front of you. Kind of swing that left leg back so you have your knee in line with your hip, your ankle is in line with your knee, and we're going to do an internal hip rotation. So you're rolling that left hip back and walking your hands back kind of like in a diagonal to whichever degree of intensity feels the best to you here. Feel your breath go all the way down into your lower belly so that your abdomen expands when you inhale and relaxes back when you exhale. Just inviting that left hip to release and open up a little more without too much force or effort on your part. Walk your hands behind you as like a kickstand for support to push your chest up. And then maybe just a little rocking motion might feel really nice here. Extend your right leg out. I'm just going to turn to the other side. We're going to come into a forward fold. Both legs extend out in front of you, feet and leg about hip width distance apart, and just straightening your spine. It's not going to feel like so much, but there is a lot activating here. Flex into your feet and think of pushing your heels down and pushing your thighs down into the floor, and using this counter grounding to lengthen and reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Roll your shoulders back. Draw the lower belly in. One more breath here. And then we'll walk our hands out, making this a passive forward fold. Let your spine round. Don't worry if you're not going very far in this one, especially if you're just waking up or even before bed. It's really normal to have tightness in the back of our legs. Forward folds have a lot going on. Coming all the way back to center, straighten your right leg, switch sides, bring your left foot in, push into that left foot. Right hand behind you, bring your elbow and your kind of like the upper arm to the inside of that left knee to prop and press yourself open into this twist.